Hey everyone, in this video we are going to talk about AI semantic search engine and how we can use OpenAI and Pinecone to implement in our project. Before moving to the actual project, first let's see what is a semantic search. A semantic search is a type of search that uses natural language processing to understand the intent behind the user query instead of just matching the keyword. This means that it is able to return the results that are relevant to the user's actual search query rather than just matching the exact words they use. So you can see on the screen, I have implemented a code for AI semantic search engine using Pinecone and OpenAI. Firstly, we will do the environment setup. We will be installing the required libraries using the pip command. First of all, we have installed the Pinecone client dataset. Then we have installed OpenAI. Now we will be creating embedding for OpenAI. So we will be requiring the API key, which you can get through OpenAI console, and we will be checking the OpenAI authorization if we are authorized or not, and the result will be in the JSON format. Now we will be connecting to OpenAI Playground, and we will be requiring the OpenAI organization API key as well as the your personal secret Open API key, and we are using the text DaVinci 003 model here. Now we are creating a model text embedding ADA 002 for embedding into the OpenAI. It will be the sample document text that goes here, and we'll have a separate several phrases in each batch. And now we have run this command, so we can see a different like numbers or displaying on the screen. Now we are creating or extracting the embeddings in a list and printing them. Now we are initializing and connecting the Pinecone vector database, and we are initializing the index to store the vector embeddings of OpenAI in Pinecone. As you can see, our connection is created. For this, you will be requiring the API key from Pinecone, which you can find on the Pinecone console, and also the environment which is next to your API key in console. Then we will be checking if our index is present or not. I have checked my OpenAI as the index name, which is present, which is already present in the OpenAI Pinecone, and we are now connecting to the index of the database which we have created in Pinecone. Nextly, we will be populating the index. For that, we will be needing the Hugging Face database for downloading the TREC database that we will be requiring in our today's project, so that we can do the searching on this database. Now we will be inserting the query indexes in our vector database of Pinecone. So now you can see the things have started. Meanwhile, we will be looking toward our next thing is that we will be querying with our dataset. Now the dataset is ready, so now we can perform the search with the queries, and as before, we encode this to the OpenAI text similarity batch model to create a query vector, and then this we can use this query vector to Pinecone index. Now we can see we have written a query here like what are the popular songs in early 20th century. So it will give us the match top 10 results, that questions like what are the top 10 matching results with the query which we have searched, and it will also display in how many seconds it has given us the matching result. Now let us perform rather than just exacting the words in the query, we can also use the words related with the query, and we will see if it does give us the matching results or not. So rather than using like in the previous query we have used what are the popular songs in the early 20th century, now we are using what were the popular act or art of singing in the early 20th century. So you can see the above results and the below results are quite similar. So it means that our AI semantic search engine is working fine. Now we will be working on our querying, like we will be inputting a query to see the results, like can it give the results or not. So suppose I write here like what are invertebrates. So without using the actual animal word, I have used what are invertebrates, and it is showing me the top 5 result which matches with this. Now we will be matching the indices of the query in the metadata which is stored in the Pinecone database. Now we will be generating the prompt by using the GPT-3 model model, text Da Vinci, and if we get the correct result, so the GPT-3 will answer the question truly as possible using the provide context. If the answer is not contained within the text, so it will require some more information to be updated, or it will be saying that there is no sufficient context in the query. So we have print our prompt like what we are going to be searching in the database. So what are embedder is our prompt. Now we will be finally producing the result. So we have got here the result. Like invertebrates are animals that do not have a backbone or a spinal column, such as insect, worms, mollusks, spider, etc. So you can see the AI semantic search engine is working definitely fine. And if we just simply see that if we put in query and we just simply write like animal, so it will just provide us like a similar matching question, matching things with the indices which are present in the Pinecone. Now we will be generating the prompt again. So we have used only just a single keyword animal. Now let us see. You can see here that the engine says sorry, not sufficient context to the answer query. It means you have to write the actual query which the engine can understand and match with the indexes of the Pinecone, and will provide you the necessary result. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel for more such videos.